Right, here we have Mike Bolton, fresh off the decks, PFM. How was it for you?
It was hot, you know, it was hard work, and the monitor was a little bit, and it was hard work. Yeah.
A little bit raw, a little bit.
But I enjoyed it. It was very enjoyable.
Good,
yeah.
good. Tell us about PFM. Who are they? What does it stand for? What do they sound like? Tell us the whole 9 yards.
Well, you know, PFM started many years ago, quite a few years ago now, as Progressive Future Music, yeah? That's what it stands for, PFM, Progressive Future Music. We started out DJing and going out to clubs and that about 10 years ago, and there's a lot of people that influenced me, let alone LTJ Bookham when I first met that guy and we got hooked up and that. Other people, DJs and that in the scene who I aspired to, but I suppose it's kind of like my background is really kind of, you know, Heinz 57, you know, a bit of a varied kind of, there's a lot that happens. You know?
So how would you describe your sound?
I would describe it as a mellow, laid-back, ambient kind of vibe that even my mother can get into. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if my mother digs my tunes,
then that's
I'm
always
happy.
good. It's always good. You've been away from the scene for quite some time now, haven't you? You've been hiding and you've fallen out with record labels. What's the story, man?
No, I've done a deal with a label. The label was signed to another label. They lost that money there, and consequently I had no outlet for my tunes. I've been 2 years writing tunes and no releases because that label got dropped. So I'm now going back with good-looking records. And the tunes are coming.
Which direction do you see drum and bass going now? More vocal, more still instrumental led?
Well, no, I see there's a room for everything there. People who want to make a commercial tune out of drum and bass, that's fine. Anybody who just wants to make serious music, that's fine too. The mainstream artists, if they want to go that way, that's up to them. I think the underground will always remain, you know, it's not going to go away. And those tunes are always going to be there for people to listen to. You know?
Okay, well, Flytronics is from here. Easy Rollers are from here. You're from here. I mean, Pesce's living here now. What is it about East Anglia? Why is so much good music coming out now?
I think it's a strange thing to have so many talented people making music from the country. Because like, you know, like that boy, you know.
You're right down here with your country music and stuff like.
And they're making really serious music, and they've done really well.
Photek, how you doing?
Not bad, mate. Good, I enjoyed myself out there.
Yeah.
Good night, yeah.
I understand you got deafened a little bit out there, though.
Yeah, you might have to speak clearly and slowly for me because I'm struggling a bit. Maybe I should turn that way. It's maybe better.
You and Pesce are quite, been linked together lately. Have you ever worked with Pesce?
We've worked together for a long, long time. We've actually known each other probably 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
And we did work together ages and ages ago. I used to engineer stuff for him. We never actually did an actual project together. We did remixes together, like we did an Underwalls remix last year, but we haven't actually worked so far on a project together.
So what's in the pipeline? Are you going to keep working with Pesce, or?
Well, this will be the first time we do something really. We're gonna put out a single in the next couple of months, a back-to-back single. That's going to be on my label, Photek Productions.
Yeah.
And that's going to be followed by an album in the summertime. And it's going to possibly called Lethal.
Right.
That's the working title at the moment.
Yeah.
And that's going to be like a 10-track album. Half the tracks by Pesh, half the tracks by me.
And what sort of sound can we hear on the album?
We've tried to keep it really various, and it's really a drum and bass album as well. I mean, people who bought my Modus Operandi album, they know that that's all kinds of styles, and there's some lively stuff, but mainly it's like a listening album. This is for playing, this album.
Okay.
I was playing a few bits of it out there tonight, so.
And did they love it?
I think they liked it, so yeah.
Okay. You've just signed a quite a big record deal with Virgin, is it?
Well, it's quite a while ago actually, but it was I think end of '95. That I actually signed to them.
Yeah.
They're still waiting for my second album.
Yeah.
I did the first album, then they licensed the compilation from me, the Form and Function album.
Yeah.
That was like a compilation of remixes from my label, the back catalogue.
Yeah.
But they're waiting on my second album, which I'm trying to get out around September time.
Yeah.
That's the kind of release date.
How did that benefit you, being linked up to a large record label? What are the benefits for an underground DJ like yourself?
Well, I think the main benefit is just a little bit of stability. Because when you first start, I mean, when I started, it was a very, very dodgy business to be in.
Yeah.
Like you put all you scrape together all your money, you press up white label records, they go to a distributor. Next week, the distributor goes bankrupt, and I've sold your records, and that you have a struggle in the beginning, and you can never sit back and take a little break and sit back and look at things, because the moment you start producing singles, you start to run out of money. This thing pays the rent. If you're going to be serious about music and put 100% into it, you can't be having a full-time job and doing it in the evening. So when you sign a major deal, you get a chunk of money that's going to last you, say, a year and a half, and you can pace yourself over that time.
I mean, you're known for your distinctive sound. Have you ever thought about making something totally off the wall that's just not known as drum and bass, that's not you? What would you do?
Yeah, well, I have done some stuff like that actually. I did a film soundtrack last year.
Okay, what film?
It's called Unter den Palmen, and it's actually my wife's film. So it was
Keep it in the family, though, yeah.
It was a natural project.
Yeah.
But there was one drum and bass tune in there, and that was the Bleeps tune, which is out on my label at the moment. All the rest of it was just music, not dance music. It's just music.
Who would you cite as your influences when you're producing, when you're DJing? Who influences you now and maybe in the past as well?
I think in the past, there's too many influences to go into, but like, as far as like me wanting to make music and having my ideas about how to produce stuff, I think about the first people I really listened to their music, how it was put together, and thought, I've got some ideas, and they're the first people who've done those ideas in a way, and that was Shut Up and Dance.
Who is it now that's doing it for you?
Well, I tell you what, the records that say I've been tuned into recently is probably my favourite thing recently is the Left Field album.
Yeah,
that's like the production on there is so tight, that really gives me a kick up the arse.
Yeah.
When I hear the production on that album and the emotional content of it, and it's still quite cold at the same time. That